So we're here to talk to you today about managing feelings in young children, and we know that lots of children who stammer can struggle sometimes to regulate their emotions and sometimes to express how they're feeling too. Some children might be highly reactive and react quite easily in different situations and struggle to regulate their emotions and to calm themselves down again. And we know that when children are feeling emotional, often they will stammer more. So we are here to give some advice about things that we find quite helpful to support children to manage their emotions. The main thing really, and lots of parents tell us, that when a child's feeling quite upset or angry or worried about something, it's really hard as a parent not to feel like you want to fix it for them. And actually what we know is that all children will experience lots of different emotions, and actually allowing them to feel that emotion can really be skill building for them to experience it and know how to, with your support, get through that. So the role of parents is really around just listening, validating how they're feeling so that they really feel heard and not feeling like you need to fix it at all. So we're just going to talk through a couple of different suggestions about ways that you can just acknowledge, label and really truly listen.
So one of the things that you can do as parents is to acknowledge your own feelings as a way to normalise that for your child. So for example, commenting on how you feel and maybe what's made you feel that way, and giving the label of the emotion so that your child then is hearing that vocabulary so that they can use that language themselves when they're speaking about themselves and their own emotions too. Another thing that you can do is some children might find it quite difficult to talk about their own emotions. So another way in is to make comments and acknowledge how a character in a book or on a TV show might be feeling, to open up that discussion with your child. Alternatively, some children might find it easier to draw how they're feeling as a way to open up those emotions and to acknowledge how they're feeling with you as the parent.
So we've got a couple of resources that we wanted to show you, just things that we've found really helpful as therapists. One is called How to Talk So Kids Will Listen and Listen So Kids Will Talk by Faber and Maslish. There's also another version which is really for younger children called How to Talk So Kids Will Listen, which is by Faber and King. And there's a chapter in this book that talks about managing emotions and lots of different ways to support children with that.
Some other books to look at with your children would be this one called In My Heart, which goes through an overview of lots of different emotions. If you have a child who maybe gets quite upset or gets quite frustrated and angry, a book such as Ravi's Roar is an interesting and engaging way to introduce that topic to your child. If you have a child who's maybe a bit of a worrier or can get a little bit anxious, something like Ruby's Worry or The Huge Bag of Worries can help you introduce those topics with your child.